Here are 3 more different teams without using the new bats for you to defeat the new Pirate King Adventures vs Blackbeard up until level 99. The first one will be using Kid and Killer, the new dual legend, as a friend captain, entering on Kid. Our own captain will be 6+ V3 Rayleigh. We are going to use 6+ V1 Bonney with Summer VV support for more damage in the final stage. Robin Jinbe, entering on Jinbe with Treasure Map Sirius support. And then Pirate King Adventures 5+ Kobe in the bottom row and Pirate Rumble Don Xin Zhao. In the first 2 stages we want to swap Kid and Killer 3 times and make certain you don't attack with them and you do not activate the end of turn damage ability because it can ruin your stalling if you activate it after the first swap. After the 3 swaps you don't need to stall anymore and we proceed to stage number 3. We are going to use the 10th anniversary ship for more damage and Robin Jinbe to get her special immediately. And have in mind Robin and Jinbe have their shipbind limit break ability high enough for that to remove 3 or more turns of shipbind to help with damage in the final stage. Entering stage number 3 we get 2 turns of super swap meter reduction and Sirius activates removing poison. If attack down is present, Rayleigh's captain ability will remove it and we want to activate his special so we can give an attack boost and an ore boost to all of our units except our friend captain, and all of their attacks can also ignore threshold if that is present. After that we swap to Kid to get adjacent matching bomb slots and we attack, ending our attack on Rayleigh and Bonney for maximum damage, and they can also ignore threshold to easily defeat stage number 3 and face off versus Burgess in stage 4. We have the super swap of Kid and Killer ready to go here, and Kobe in the bottom row so he can evade bind. Activate Kobe first to provide Kid Killer their special, then gain a chain boost and remove bind. Then we want to activate Don Xin Zhao for a 60% damage reduction shield to survive the after defeat hit and remove paralysis. Then we want to swap Jinbe to Robin and super swap Kid to Killer. That way we will have a full board of bomb slots and an ore boost. Attack in this order: Don Xin Zhao, Kobe, Rayleigh, Kid and Killer, Bonney, and then Robin. Only your last 2 attacks will actually damage Burgess, and that is if you hit all of your perfects, which is necessary to increase the chain with Kobe's chain boost enough to get over the chain debuff. We can survive the after defeat hit of course, and now we proceed to the final stage. Here we want to activate Kid and Killer's special first. They will provide us with chain boundaries, a color affinity boost, and remove damage reduction. The chain boundaries will help us get over the chain debuff, and after that we want to swap Robin back to Jinbe for color advantage and activate him for base attack boost, but more importantly to remove threshold and attack down. Finally, we want to activate Bonney so she can manipulate all of the block slots into matching RCV, and for Summer VV to activate and provide an ore boost to our cerebral units. Then we attack in the same order: Don Xin Zhao, Kobe, Rayleigh, Kid and Killer, and our middle row units who can super easily defeat Blackbeard, maybe even without Summer VV. I just wanted to use her to be super safe. You can use a stat boosting support though. And after the revive, we are going to swap Killer back to Kid. We still have their chain boundaries and color affinity boost active. We also get an ore boost. We attack in the same order to increase our chain and do the maximum damage possible to defeat Blackbeard for good. Team 2 won't be using one of the 2 new legends as friend captain in case you can't find any. We are going to use 6-star G5 Luffy as our captain with access to his EX Super. Pirate King Adventures 5+ Jinbe with Treasure Map Sirius support to deal with poison, Point Event Yamato, and maximum level limit break Sai free-to-play Nami. These are the 3 units that provide Luffy his EX Super. Then 5+ CP0 and V1 6+ Bonney as a friend captain in case you also miss her. Of course, you can swap your captains around. If you don't have Gear 5 Luffy but you have Bonney, you can use Luffy as your friend captain in case you miss him. Doesn't really play a role. What does play a role is for us to stall a bit in stage 1, attacking with Bonney, so we can gather RCV slots to get a higher chain lock from her special in the final stage. That is important for us to bypass the chain debuff and defeat Blackbeard with ease. Have in mind, in stage 2 we don't have the ability to do that because none of our units is Dex, having color advantage over the enemies, so we are going to immediately defeat everyone and proceed to stage number 3. Of course you can try stalling to gather more RCV slots, but you leave it up to chance, and we can get guaranteed RCV slots in stage 4, so there you need to gather majority of them. In stage number 3, no matter the variation, we are going to do the same thing and immediately defeat Doku after Shiryu activates to remove poison. Then we are going to activate Luffy's special to completely defeat Doku no matter the debuff. Future editing Reaper here, I forgot that if attack down is present you actually need to remove at least one turn of it somehow, so you don't have it active in stage number 4. So you need an attack down reducing support on one of your units. Oldman, Treasure Map Rare Recruit Hyogoro on Luffy works, or you can swap your captains around and use Treasure Map Disguised Luffy on Yamato. We want to activate Lucci here alongside the CP0 so we get chain boundaries to bypass the chain debuff, but because it is an interruptible action, Burgess will cut 50% of our HP, which is fine. Then we are going to activate Nami. She will provide us with a conditional attack boost and remove paralysis completely. Then comes Yamato to provide us with a chain growth boost and also threshold to survive the after defeat hit. And then we want to activate the super type ability of Bonney for the full board of guaranteed RCV matching slots. Other than defeating Burgess here, we want to consume as many RCV slots as possible to definitely get a 3.5 times chain lock from Bonney, at least in the final stage. We are going to defeat Burgess immediately and easily survive the after defeat hit because of Yamato's threshold and all of the healing we have the ability to do because of our RCV slots. Entering the final stage, Pirate King Adventures Jinbe has the limit break ability to reduce ship bind, and that will help us completely remove it, which is great. We are going to activate Jinbe first to completely remove attack down, and he will also lock his slot to block, but it's fine. Then we want to activate Gear 5 Luffy's EX Super, so we have the ability to ignore threshold and damage reduction, and he can also increase the damage output of the RCV slots we are going to get now from Bonney's special to manipulate all of the block slots. She will also provide us with a color affinity boost and a chain lock, which, because we farmed RCV slots, is high enough to ignore the chain debuff. Start attacking with Jinbe and on your int units to super easily defeat Blackbeard for the first time, and after his revive, first of all Jinbe will still resist ship bind, and then we can super easily defeat him again with the active Bonney buffs. The third team will be using Robin and Jinbe as friend captain this time in case you don't have the unit. It will be the only non-boosted unit in the team, entering on Jinbe with the ship bind ability, able to remove ship bind in the final stage. V1 6 plus Bonney with Summer Vivi support again for safety as our captain. 5 plus Pirate King Adventures CP0 with Rare Recruit Int Robin support that can provide an attack boost to Int units. Sai free to play Nami with maximum level limit break and 20th anniversary Sai Rare Recruit Sanji to remove poison. 5 plus Pirate King Adventures Kobe and Blitz Battle Uta and Luffy. A necessary unit to number 1 allow Nami to provide the full capacity of her special, and number 2 to allow Bonney access to her super type ability. Our ship will be the 10th anniversary ship for Robin and Jinbe to immediately gain their special, and in the first two stages it is extremely important to gather as many RCV slots as possible so Bonney can provide us with the 4 times chain lock in the final stage for the team to be super safe. Even though the 3.5 times chain lock is enough to get over the chain debuff, I don't know if it is enough for damage. So if you want to try with the 3.5 times chain lock, you might waste your adventure stamina. In stage 1, we can farm RCV slots by tapping on Bonney, who has color advantage, and in stage 2 we are going to swap Jinbe to Robin and tap her to farm RCV slots because she has color advantage, and then before entering stage 3 we are going to swap Robin back to Jinbe. Entering stage number 3, 20th anniversary Sanji support will activate after the preemptive to remove poison. You can use any poison support you want, by the way. Then we are going to activate the super type of Bonney, no matter the variation of DQ and no matter the debuff. We will get the full board of RCV matching slots. Then we want to activate the CP0, make them captain, and activate their super type since this is a full cerebral team, another necessity. So now with their super type, we are going to be able to actually increase their chain boundaries to 3 turns in duration, so they can be active in stage 4. The reason I'm using the attack boosting support of Robin is in case attack down is present, because we can't remove it with this team. We are going to need that extra boost to help us defeat stage number 3 and DQ immediately, because we are going to attack through attack down. I'm pretty sure, as you can see in this example where I got attack down, that you can defeat if you just hit all of your perfects without Robin. This team does not use Robin. But I missed one perfect, I was not able to defeat DQ. If I had Robin though, I would have been able to. So Robin is not necessary per se, but she's here for comfort, because if you miss one perfect without her, you lose. Future editing Reaper here once again. I forgot in this run that the attack down is 3 turns. You do need to deal with it for stage number 4 by reducing it with a support. Treasure of Rare Recruit Hyogoro is an example, you can use him on Luffy and Uta. And here in stage 4 we are going to use Kobe first to provide our captains with their specials back and get a chain boost. Then we are going to activate Nami to get a conditional attack boost because of Luffy present in the crew and remove paralysis. And finally Luffy Uta for the full board of guaranteed RCV slots, the overheal and the damage reduction shield to survive the after defeat hit. Gather as many RCV slots as possible while also defeating Burgess in one turn and proceed to face off versus Blackbeard after surviving the damage. Entering the final stage, our friend captain Jinbe and Robin have the limit break ability to reduce ship bind at a level where they can remove 3 turns or more, so ship bind won't be an issue. After the preemptive, we are going to activate Bonney first. We manipulate the block slots to matching RCV, get a chain lock, color affinity boost, and an ore boost because of summer VV support, which is probably not necessary. Then we are going to use Jinbe to remove damage reduction, threshold, and attack down while also getting a base attack boost, and then we attack with color advantage, ending on our int units to defeat Blackbeard. And have in mind, the damage here is more than enough, making the run very comfortable, because in the previous stages we farmed 15 or more RCV slots to get the 4 times chain lock from Bonney. After the revive, we still have the Bonney buffs active and matching slots on our int units, so we attack Blackbeard to clear the quest. And these are 3 different teams without using the new bats for the new Pirate King Adventures. For another team with no Robin Jinbe and low Beppo as friend captains for maximum drops, you can check the video on the left. And as always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.